I'm aggravated with her. I'm pissed. Because she's in this position sobbing, watching two men fight for $750,000 when she had the opportunity to do it and be a part of that discussion. But for whatever reason, after quoting famous BB players, mind you, in her speeches and having to look eloquent in her gowns, she couldn't think to put two dudes up on a block to...
What's going on, beautiful people? It's your boy Wesley from A Connection TV here on YouTube, the one place on the World Wide Web where we actually adopt similar connections despite our differences, and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at A Connection TV. I have been doing this for a long time, and I'm not necessarily, well, no, I'm not going to say I'm not sure where I want to go. I do know where I'm headed with this particular channel, but the bulk of my creativity is going to explode or be uploaded to my new platform, Watch ACTV. Reason being is because I've been recently under attack from YouTube. I'm going to safely assume that it's been a couple of people that hate me or hate on me, or i.e. or would be considered haters, that have reported my channel, and YouTube has attacked my channel. I am no longer able to upload any of my scripted content from Watch ACTV to YouTube. So all of that will be funneled onto Watch ACTV. Also, a lot of my past videos where I've boasted and supported my community, my LGBTQ community, will have to be taken down and put on Watch ACTV. It is what it is. I've tried to go through the appeal process with YouTube, but YouTube does not like my channel. So I've had to figure out a way to move or think about how my channel is going to be moving forward. And I've decided that I'm just going to stick with reviews, do my Mona podcast with regards to a comedic twist on celebrity gossip and news. And I'm not sure about where else I'm gonna go. If you guys have any ideas, let me know. I've done everything on this channel, so I've tried to put myself in a space to where I could be excited about doing YouTube again, because YouTube has definitely made me not excited about YouTube. And outside of that, I got a lot going on in my life, right? It's just a lot going on in my life. Personally, professionally, financially, mentally, spiritually, physically, it's just a lot going on. I'm not sick or anything. I'm fine. I just have to deal with my high blood pressure. You know, I'm able to pay my bills right now. But my mom is in the hospital, and, you know, I'm not even gonna go that far. I used to talk about my whole entire life on YouTube, but YouTube has blasted me and said I need to take my stuff down. So anyways, I'm not gonna go too much detail into my personal life. This video is about what has been going on in Big Brother. And so let's talk about it. First topic of discussion for me is Final Four. Taylor wins Final Four HOH. And unfortunately, she does not set herself up for success. For whatever reason, she feels obligated to keep Monty off the block when Monty has put her on the block. I don't understand why. I don't know why. But she has not set herself up for success. In my mind, if you have watched Big Brother, if you have sworn up and down that you are inspired by the cookout and saw what Xavier did to Kyland at the end of the game, then lady, you should understand what needs to happen. If you don't know what happened to Tiffany, to Chada, and to Azza at the end of the game, then baby girl, you need to revisit what happened. Okay? The scenario played out. The man didn't take the woman to the end. The man took the man to the end. Is Monty going to do the same thing? We'll talk about that later. But Taylor wins the Final Four HOH, and she craps in her own mouth again on her HOH. And what I mean by that is she did not set herself up for success. At this point in the game, lady, you want to win $750,000. And so the best way for you to do that would have been to put Monty and Turner up on the block. You had just come off of the blocketh at the handeth of Montieth. So why not return the favor and put him on the block? Monty has done nothing for you this entire game but keep you company in bed and offer some sense of apology in front of your face, but then still talk about you behind your back. And again, he's never been a Joseph to you, so I don't understand why she feels compelled to do him a favor. But nonetheless, she does him that favor, and she puts Brittany, the final chick, with her, and Turner on the block. Nothing else to say but that. And it's unfortunate because she did not set herself up for success. Oh no. She set herself up to lose, right? And then of course, all of the Taylor fans, I'm a Taylor fan, but I'm a realist at the same time. They're all like, no, she still has a chance. She still has a chance. But the probability of her winning became like 3% because of that decision she made. But whatever. Whatever. Brittany, second topic that I want to talk about is Brittany voting against Taylor. Made sense to me. Made perfect sense to me. At this point, you know, Taylor has aligned herself ferociously with Monty. Taylor has forgotten about me as an ally, potential ally. And I'm not okay with that. I'm all alone. And so, therefore, why shouldn't I shake up the house and get rid of Taylor? I don't blame Brittany at all. Brittany had to do something. She had to do something. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And I think Taylor felt like compelled to get back at Turner and Brittany for the split vote when none of that matters. None of that matters. Next topic I want to talk about, because it's all the rave, is how badly Monty is treating Taylor. And how, you know, again, Taylor is going through a lot being in this house at the hands of Monty, someone who has pled his loyalty to her in so many ways. Sexually, verbally, emotionally. So I'm not mad at Monty. I'm understanding that Monty moves in a space that benefits him all of the time. And what I mean by that is all the instances where he won, he took advantage of the win and made sure he was setting himself up for success. When he won and decided to keep Turner, that was him setting himself up for success. He didn't give a damn about how Taylor felt. He didn't care about what Taylor wanted. He shat in her mouth on her HOH and went against what she wanted. Even though they had been physical and emotionally attuned with each other, he did not give two Fs, and he decided to benefit himself or set himself up for success. I can't fault Monty for that. I can't say that Monty is a bad person for that. He's playing the game for himself. All the way so that up to this point, people are wanting him to choose Taylor to go to the end. But regarding Monty, I want to talk about the moment that made everybody upset on Twitter, and it was the whole headphones scenario. So I got a chance to watch that. I watched that episode, and they showed the headphone scenario. And I was telling J Dell, my social media buddy, we talk about Big Brother. When I saw the clip, I understood immediately why Monty felt the way that he felt. It's funny, I just had this similar conversation with another woman yesterday about her man. And it's just one of those things that women just don't understand about men, right? Or about how men can be. Let me say that, because not all men are like Monty, or the guy that I was giving her advice about last night. But men, typically, gay or straight, don't like to be challenged or embarrassed in any particular way, whether it may be low-level embarrassment or high-level embarrassment. Don't want to be embarrassed in front of people, okay? Especially if it's by their woman that they've been physical with, their woman or a woman that they're attracted to or have emotionally connected with, right? Regardless of how you want to talk about emasculating the man, or regardless how you want to, if you want to spin it and say he's misogynistic or whatever. A lot of men don't like that. Taylor embarrassed him in front of people, and it was rude as F. When I watched that video, I was like, what? What the hell is wrong with this chick? First of all, they're laying in bed together. Second of all, she's just gonna come over and snatch the headphones off and give me these headphones. You're gonna sleep on my, and whatever she was saying, and all under her breath and all that, woke him up, glasses coming off his face. What? How did she think that was remotely okay? How did she think that was remotely cool? There's so many. So yesterday's situation when my friend was telling her story, it was regarding, her having a joking conversation about the man that she's with to another woman, right? And then later on that day, the man was at the house or whatever, and both women came in, and the man had done something great for my friend, right? And my friend was shocked that the man had done something great for her, and so much so that the two women had brought up the joke about what they said about the man, and they were laughing, and it was like a joke, right? And so the man immediately felt disrespected, because where they had thought that he wouldn't be doing much of anything, he did something for her, and now he's the butt of a joke, and he was made fun of, and it just wasn't okay, right? I put that scenario, even though I'm being real cryptic, I put that scenario into this one. Y'all are they're both laying in the bed. They're both comfortable. He's extremely comfortable because y'all have been effing throughout this HOH space. Y'all are emotionally connected. And then all of a sudden, in front of, the dynamics change with this, because in front of two white people, and in front of two people that in your mind, in his mind, don't have remote power, you're gonna bring him down quite a few notches, and he's laying right next to you? What? No man, a lot of men would have found a problem with that, right? And so, no, I'm not on the defense for Taylor in that situation, because that was just rude as F, right? Where Monty kind of messed up is where he went and blurted all his feelings, and they were kind of negative about her, toward Turner, right? But again, I'm not going to fault him, because him and Turner are boys. Him and Turner have created the Pound. He can express how he feels about something that has happened to him to anyone. You know, everybody's like, oh my God, he should have just talked to Taylor first. What is he doing? What I agree with is that he should have had a conversation with her. Yes. And I also agree that he shouldn't have badmouthed her to anyone. But at the same time, he felt completely embarrassed and completely like shattered on. So I get his perspective in aggravation and frustration in that moment. And him and Turner are boys. So you're going to tell your boy about what your chick just did, like, and how you felt about it. It is what it is. Y'all can be mad, but it makes sense to me. And then to see Monty then go and talk to her about it and get his feelings out. I understand that he needed to get his feelings out, but where I'm on the side of Taylor is that, but again, I'm not expecting much from Monty anyway. I'm expecting him to be him, and he's been that the whole time. So where it would have been nice for him to offer a consoling moment when this woman that you are remotely attracted to and have been physical with is crying her eyes out about the injustice that's been done to her, you're trying to validate your feelings still because you haven't gotten your rocks off enough and to throw it down her throat that, yeah, you have been going through what you've been going through, but you yourself has put me through similar situations by how you made me feel. Nobody liked that, and I understand that nobody liked that, but at the end of the day, he needed to find a way to express himself and to be understood in that moment, you know? And he felt another disrespectful thing about her saying that you haven't been around your goddaughter for a year. That was rude. That was rude. But am I the type of person that's going to be completely butthurt by it? No, because people don't affect me that much. But I'm not him and he's not me. I'm also older, a lot older than him. Okay? So everybody's expectations on Monty is so far-fetched that it's unreal to me. You have to understand that Monty is the main, well, Paloma was, but then second to Paloma was Monty, a part of the main hate train towards Taylor this whole entire season. So why are we expecting him to comfort her and console her and be the man that we wish he could be? He's not Xavier. He's not Kyland. He's just not. And so, yeah, everyone's mad at Monty, but he's not shown us any other opportunity for us to be perplexed about his movements now, currently. And Monty has been moving in the benefit of himself from the very beginning. Okay? So, do I wish that Monty would have responded differently to Taylor? Yes. Do I feel bad for everything that Taylor has been through? Yes. But am I faulting Monty for responding the way that he did? No, because he's being himself. So it is what it is. And Taylor has decided to be intimate with someone that has shown her who he can be and who he is. So at the end of the day, the onus is on us who we allow to bed with, who we allow to confide with, who we allow to show emotion to. We can't, why are we expecting him to be on her level emotionally? She's only known him for 2 months, or going on 3. So anyways, my expectations on Monty are slim. I don't have any expectations for him. It is what it is. Another thing that I want to discuss is Final 3. Okay? I don't think Taylor is going to win. Reason I don't think Taylor is going to win is because Turner is looking out for Monty, and Monty is looking out for Turner. I'm going to explain. Monty has already shown where his allegiance lies. When he decided to throw his newly found showmance, someone that's been helping him get his rocks off, on the block, ahead of Turner. And he saved him clear as day. They've been in the pound since week 2. And he's shown no, even vice versa to Turner. They've shown loyalty 100% toward each other. Right? And so the Final 3 is Turner is going to take Monty to the end, and Monty's going to take Turner to the end. They've shown me no signs of Monty doing otherwise. Monty has pledged his allegiance to both. He did a pinky swear to Taylor, and, you know, even though they went through their squabble, they came back together still having sex. And he's like, you know, I think that's important. Your story and the history of it all is important. And do I believe him that he feels that way? Sure. Do I think that he's going to act in the benefit of Taylor by picking her? No. I think he's going to act in the benefit of himself by thinking about himself first. Now, I don't know in what world Monty thinks that Turner can beat him. I don't know in what world. But I still feel firmly that Turner is going to choose Monty and Monty's going to choose Turner because of the manship that they've built. A man and man friendship is stronger than a man and woman friendship. It just is. Depending on the premise of how the Showmance was built, right? This is not something like a Kyle and Alyssa thing. Like Kyle and Alyssa would have chosen each other to the end, period. But Monty is not Kyle and Taylor is not Alyssa. They did not have that dynamic for weeks on weeks on weeks, right? They just started effing, and then out of nowhere, Taylor made Monty mad, or Monty got mad because of what Taylor said, and then they started having sex again. That's not. I'm not picking her, bringing her to that. Monty has shown no signs of wanting to do that, so I don't understand why people are like, "Oh my God, he's gonna take her." I do not see Monty taking Turner, and I damn for sure don't see Turner taking Monty. I see the bros being bros, like Xavier to Azza last season, and that just be that. I feel like Monty has surmised, if he is the deciding factor, I feel like Monty has surmised that he has used her for whatever he needs to use her for. I think that he's going to escape from her by not picking her, and I think he's going to stand firm in his bromance with Turner and pick Turner. Period. And I feel the same way for Turner picking Monty. It's just the way men move. I don't know of a situation, and you guys can help me out because I'm not a BB god. So I don't know of a situation where a dude took a chick to the final. And if that has happened, how many seasons has that happened? I don't know. But at the end of the day, we do have some women winners, and I don't think they stood next to a woman at the end. So I don't know. You can let me know, but I don't. In the times that I've watched Big Brother, that has not happened. Well, no, because didn't Casey win? Casey won, so she had to have been sitting next to a man. Child, and that was that was a wash. Anyway, I just don't see Monty doing that. Now, on the flip side, if Monty does do that, the talk is now, if Monty does that, Monty is like, oh, I'm going to save this woman and she's going to be under me and I'm taking her to the end because I've decided to take her to the end. And, you know, everybody's attaching all of this, you know, misogyny to Monty because of his behaviors and all of that. Okay, all that's great. But if Monty decides to take her to the end, I don't think it's because of all of what y'all are saying. I think it's because if he decides to take her to the end, I think it's because in his mind, he feels like he doesn't have to fight to win against her. It's not going to be about, oh, let me drag her to the end and save her and whatever, and I'm the man and she's the woman. I don't think it will have anything to do with that. I think it will have everything to do with he doesn't want to fight against Turner to beat Turner, but he thinks Taylor is going to be a landslide. Again, I don't see any of the guys picking her, but if they do pick her, that's the reason why Monty is picking her, because he thinks that he can landslide win against her. That's it. But again, I don't think that she's going to get picked. And it's unfortunate because she had the opportunity to set herself up by putting two men on the block and her and Brittany having to only deal with one dude. So her not winning at the end is her fault. It's her fault. So, I mean, there's just nothing else to say about that. And I didn't mean for this video to be this long. But the next thing I want to talk about is Final Two. If Turner and Monty are in Final Two, Monty's winning. If Monty and Taylor is in Final Two, they both have to fight for it. If Taylor and Turner, which is never going to happen, is in Final Two, they have to fight for it. But Taylor wins, I think. So Taylor wins easily against Turner, I think. Turner and Monty, Turner loses to Monty. So Turner's not winning at all. He's losing either way. But Taylor has a chance and Monty has a chance. The only way Taylor goes to Final 2 is if Monty takes her. That's the only way Taylor is going to Final 2. The only way. And I'll add on to if Monty takes Turner, or if Monty has the opportunity to take Taylor, and he does, it's because he wants to be a part of making history again by 2 black people being in the end. So he's gonna stack that on his resume. But it is not gonna be about no pinky swear. It is not gonna be about, oh, I love you. It is not gonna be about any of that mushy stuff. It is gonna be about him thinking that he could win easily against her, and him wanting to be a part of making history by making that decision and bringing a black woman to the end. That's all, and adding that to his resume. That's all that he's gonna be thinking about. And that's just how I feel about Monty. At the end of the day, I think Monty is winning. Winning. If Julie asked me this question, because she asked all of the cookout, which, by the way, the cookout looked so good. I'm still not a fan of Big D. And immediately when I saw the cookout, everyone was in blue, but Big D, like, you did not get the memo. Like, what are we talking about here? But I was annoyed at Big D not matching everyone else. I was completely annoyed. But the women looked stunning, poised, Chada eloquently speaking. I just love Chada. And then, I'm a uber fan of Colin Fine Ass. And then Xavier, he just has something's weird with his mouth, but he's just a man's man, so he's attractive. But they looked amazing. But Big D was just big and D, But either way, I echo a lot of their sentiment in wanting Taylor to be successful in winning, but thinking that Monty is going to win. And by the slim chance that Monty takes Taylor and Taylor wins, I will be completely ecstatic for her. Taylor's story is one for the record books, okay? One for the record books. You look at the entire 23 seasons of Big Brother proper, and there's no blackface but Xavier's. Insane. 23 seasons to get here. So, the fact that I can't even say without the cookout, because I had another conversation with Jay Dell about the conversation is always going to be that black people are making it to the end now because of the cookout. But the cookout was never a factor. People were moving the cookout was not a factor until Kyle made it a factor. And that's a fact. That in itself is a fact. But we were already getting rid of some of the black people. And it was like the best ever alliance in Big Brother history, in my opinion. The most diverse alliance ever was the Leftovers, and it imploded because of Kyle's just Neanderthal thoughts or racist thoughts regarding the cookout. And it is what it is. The cookout made it possible again for 2 black people to get to the end, I guess, but in the worst way possible, right? But yes, anyways, I want Taylor to win. I love Taylor's story. I love Taylor as a person. Taylor has showed an immense amount of grace to every Neanderthal punk that has gone through this season, and everyone has treated her a particular way. Every single one of them. And she stood there longer than Paloma. Paloma left the first week because she couldn't handle. She was going through it. But Taylor endured all of that. That's the strength in and of itself of being black on this planet Earth. Period. That's the strength in and of itself as being a woman. And then let's go further. That's the strength in and of itself being a black woman on this planet Earth. That's her strength. And if you haven't gathered, I'm an uber fan of Taylor. She's an amazing person. She's just a horrible player. She does not know how to make the best decisions to set herself up throughout the game. Socially, she has allowed herself to get to the end. Great. She can talk. She's great at speeches. People feel bad for her, so they keep her in the game. She's solidified herself in certain relationships to get further in the game. All that's great, but she's been in power twice and has not taken advantage of her power. I'm aggravated with her. I'm pissed.
Because she's in this position sobbing, watching two men fight for $750,000 when she had the opportunity to do it and be a part of that discussion. But for whatever reason, after quoting famous BB players, mind you, in her speeches and having to look eloquent in her gowns, she couldn't think to put two dudes up on a block to... But no one's discussing that. Everyone's still wanting Monty to just whisk her to the end. What? Everyone's just mad at Monty for how he's responding about how rude as F she was to him. What? I mean, it was effed up that Monty said, I understand why people... He said, I understand why people had a problem with you. Because, you know, what you did to me was effed up. So maybe that's why people said that you need to fix your... Monty is utter trash for that. He's utter trash for that. But again, as a man, he's not had to endure what Taylor has gone through. He may have witnessed it a little bit, but it was like, that's not me, so I don't really care. So he's not sitting in her pool, in her tub water of sorrow and tears. He knows not what she's going through. He does not care. And for me, if you've been a victim of everything that you've gone through, chick, you talking about you want to be a bad bee all the time, you should have sent his ass packing long time ago. But she didn't, and so now she's sitting here sobbing, watching these two men fight over her it's her well-earned $750,000 for just the bull crap she had to go through in this house. I'm angry with her. I'm in support of her, but I'm angry with her. That's all I have to say. I wasn't even gonna do this video, but J-Dub was like, you're not gonna do a video? You haven't done one in a long time. Listen, my spirit has to be in the best of moods to talk about anything on this channel. Everything that's been going on with my YouTube, everything that's going on in my personal life, like, it's a lot. So for me to get on this camera, and besides, YouTube is very, very PG-5. They're no longer PG-13, they're PG-5. You can't do stuff, you can't say stuff, you can't, talk about stuff anymore. And so it's like, why do I want to do that on here? When I have my own platform. And, and then on top of that, everything outside of my LGBT space gets no views. So here I am talking about Big Brother and nobody watches the videos because YouTube doesn't promote my videos like that. But the moment I put up two men on a thumbnail or somebody's chest out on a thumbnail, I get all the views in the world, but YouTube targets me and says, oh, you can't put this stuff up. So that's what I've been wrestling with, Doing YouTube is a lot of work, but I'm not going to do videos for just 200 people to watch. Like, what are we talking about? I have 145,000 subscribers. And YouTube is basically caged me in the LGBT space. So anytime I try to do anything outside of that, I don't get any views. And if y'all don't believe that it is definitely an internal thing with YouTube, then I don't know what to tell you. Because I'm not the only veteran creator that YouTube has done this to. But that's neither here nor there. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think about my thoughts regarding Big Brother. Also, let me know what you would like to see on the channel. Again, I believe that I'm going to continue with reviews. And I believe that I want to do comedy satire with the Mona Simone character, a podcast, something like what the Impressive channel is doing, but with Mona's voice. But again, that would be a lot of work. And I don't know. I'm just in a different space. The older I get, I'm not necessarily wanting to talk about people negatively, but hey. That's what gets the views, right? That's what get people motivated to watch, right? Negativity or comedy or gossip, right?
I don't know. But anyways, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think. Who do you think is going to win Big Brother? And who do you want to win Big Brother? Deuces.